We made it to our new home. So we've been very busy unpacking and setting everything up. It's not all done, but we're pretty close. And I think that it's time that we can give everyone a little bit of a tour. We do have some snow on the ground, so our tour outside was just a little bit around the outbuildings, but not too much further than that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna make myself a little bit of lunch and then I'll take you guys around. I'm going to give a little bit of a tour of the inside of the house. We haven't finished completely setting everything up. And there's still some boxes, still some empty boxes. We still have to put up our artwork and stuff like that. But here we go. I will start over here, which is where we have our mudroom. So our mudroom's in here, which is really nice because then we have that double lock between letting the dogs outside or taking the dogs out and be outside. So if they do happen to slip through, they're not going to escape. So it walks into our kitchen. I really love this kitchen. It's really nice and big and open all the way around. Our center island has the stovetop, and then the stove itself is on the wall over there. If you've been following us on Facebook, you'll know that the oven does not have oven racks. So while we're in quarantine, we are adapting our meals around not having an oven. So far, so good. And before we go into the living room, we also have our first bathroom and our laundry room in there. And here we have our living room, dining room. We don't eat with a dining table typically. Our coffee table here lifts up into a higher position, so we usually just end up eating on that. So that way we're able to have more space for dog beds and stuff like that, since we don't need a dining table. So currently we have our TV just kind of here. It's not ideal, it's not where it's supposed to be, but because our couch is so large, it was the only spot that we could put the couch. So what we're going to do is here behind us, where we currently have our tapestries from Polly Lind. She's from New Zealand and she makes these wonderful, wonderful tapestries. I'll put a link to her in the description, so if you want to check those out. But we're going to end up moving those around the living room instead, and we're going to get a wall mount for our TV and put it there, because it's the only real place that we can do it. We have a chairlift. We are going to be removing it as the novelty of it has already worn off, and it gets in the way. It takes up a large part of the stairs, so we are going to be getting rid of that. Beside the stairs, we have our other front door. So this goes out to a lovely windowed, covered veranda, and I'll go out there. Again, it gives us that double door, whether it's the front door or the back door, and that way we don't have any escaping dogs. So it comes out here to this veranda, goes all the way down, and that's the front door there. That goes out to, you can probably see the truck in the background. So we're gonna be setting up our patio table in here, so that in the spring and summer and fall, we can sit out here with our morning coffee and breakfast and look out on the garden space, which is covered in snow right now, but there's a lovely large garden plot there. I did see evidence of butternut squash, carrots, and what else do we see? And onions. So we're gonna see what comes up in the spring already, and then we will plant around that. Coming up to the other side of the veranda here, we have that door right here, and that actually goes to the mudroom. So it is all connected around as well, which is pretty neat. All right, so I'm gonna go upstairs. So coming up here, we come into the bedroom. This is a master bedroom. It was the only one that would fit our bed, because we do have a king size bed because we have the large dogs, with a nice big closet in here, which is really nice as well. Coming out, we have our second bathroom. There's lots of shelving space. This is the one of the rooms that we haven't actually gotten to unpacking yet, so there's still boxes in there. Then there are two other bedrooms. So because there's just the two of us, we are going to be using one of the bedrooms as my office space, which Danny can use as well, but I'll be the one mostly using that as my office and craft area. And then the other bedroom, we are going to be using as a walk-in closet. So here we have our walk-in closet. So it's really just another bedroom with all of our dressers. And then we have a closet here, and that actually opens up to the office craft space. So they share the closet, and it's also where the upstairs central vacuum is stored. And then we have my office space. So here we have wall-to-wall shelving, which is very handy. Two desks. I like to have two because then I have one for my laptop and my monitor, and then one for craft space. I have my Cricut and my Cricut supplies in this room here. And then my soaps. I also make soaps and candles. So these are the ones that I have left from back at the other house, and as well as some candles and stuff like that. So that's the house. There is one other portion of the house that I can show you. It is off of the mudroom, and from there, we're not sure if it's part of the original house or if it was an addition, but either way, it's not insulated. And it's a little bit of a creepy room, but that's what you get with old houses. So I'm in the mudroom. This is where we keep our dogs' leashes and their harnesses when they're not wearing them. And like I said before, there's the door, and that goes to the front veranda. And then we have this door here. So this goes to the downstairs creepy room. It is cold in here because it's not insulated. There's bright windows though, which is nice. It's got an old brass bed frame right there and stuff all over the walls. This looks like mostly dirt bikes and stuff. I think it might have been a playroom for a kid in the 90s, because I thought these pictures are gonna be a lot older than they are. I think I found a date on one of them. That one's 1996, so it's not that old. Creepier yet, there is a room above this room. We've just been using that as storage. Then we have above this room. So there are very steep stairs to go up. You have to walk them almost like a ladder because they're very steep and very short. So up here we have an uninsulated attic room above that other room that I showed you. And then another creepy attic above this one. There is also a basement, but there's nothing really special down there, so we don't need to go down there. But since we're up here and the dogs are here, I figured I'd give an introduction of them as well. I'll start with little Hershey. So this is Hershey. He will be 11 next month, and he has been with me since he was 4 months old. And he was found as a stray living under somebody's deck, and he ended up at the SPCA, which is where I found him. Then we have big old Boston. Yeah, hi buddy. This is Boston. He is about 2 or 3 now, and he was living up in northern Manitoba on a reserve, and he was flown down into rescue. This is baby Spirit. He's only about 7 or 8 months old. As you can see, he's shaved on the side of his legs. It's on both sides. He had his legs, his femurs and his pelvis broken in Nunavut, and he was flown down for treatment. We fostered him until he was a bit better, and then we decided to keep him because look at that face. Hey buddy. And then we have Hudson. Hudson is from Nunavik, which is a northern part of Quebec, and in a fly-in only reserve, and he was flown down into rescue as well, which is how we found him. So that's our home. We'll hopefully have some more footage of the outside and the forested area and of the pastures, especially once all the snow is gone. It's only the start of winter now, so it's only going to get worse. But we thought we'd give you guys a little bit of a tour as we settle in, and there's more changes to come, and we still have all of our art to put up and stuff like that. But thank you for joining us here at Howling Acres Homestead, and we'll see you next time.